Hey, you beautiful people. Tonight, the question I'm asking the public is, how will you escape the rat race?
Don't escape it, join it. Be part of it. And then if you get to the front, you can lead it. You can't escape it. So try to kind of do something that you can influence it from the front in a good way.
Professional sports betting. Yep.
Professional sports, what, like ripping them multis?
No, fuck multis. That's how you get the worst odds, bro. You got to get positive expected value. So use software or you can do the manual calculations for free bets. So when these cunts like fucking Tab and Ned's Ladbrokes, when they offer you the free bets, hop on some software that pretty much tells you what to do, and you convert those bonus bets into cash, and then you withdraw and you get the fuck out of there. What? Easy money. Fuck the bookies, take their money. Yeah. They've been scamming Australians since they started. So once you learn how to beat the bookies, you'll never go back. That's how you beat the rat race.
I want to buy a house in like the middle of nowhere and have a farm and just sort of like live by myself and renovate and just live off the land.
Just worrying about me, worrying about my happiness. That's all you need to do. If you're happy, you're happy. That's it. You know, if there's billionaires that want to kill themselves. If you're happy, you're happy. If you're happy renting, you're happy renting. If you're happy doing this, you're happy doing that. As long as you're happy, you're winning the rat race. That's what I reckon, bro. The happier you are, the longer you live. That's a proven thing. The more you stress out, you'll die quicker. I think you just got to be happy. Obviously, you need to make money to be happy, but you don't have to be a millionaire to be happy. You just got to be happy, have a family, have a roof, and just be happy, bro.
I don't intend to escape it.
So what's your plan?
Just to marry rich. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. Just pray. Pray my way through it. Pray my way through it. Without God, you're nothing.
Your faith keep you grounded?
Yes, and humble. It gets rid of your fears, right? Because you're not worried about everything that the rat race will bring.
How does someone actually get ahead?
Positivity. There's too many people who are negative and all they do is leave a negative path. We need more people who are positive in their thinking, positive in their doing of the right thing. So if that happens, that influences other people around them.
I've always thought that the world is too loud for me, so I don't do well with that, and I think that if I was somewhere that just had no technology, no ties to just, you know, the slog of society, then I think I would do a lot better as a person. I think I'd like to have a family and just like live a simple life. I like the idea of that, but I'm also studying journalism, so I want to, it's like two, you know, fighting ideas. I want to tell people stories and travel the world, and then I also want to live somewhere completely off the grid.
I'm actually a specialised teacher. So I teach children with special needs, and it's something that I say to them, look, if you have something that you're passionate about, most of the times you second guess yourself. And for me, it's about teaching them about the growth mindset. It's a cliche. I became a teacher, obviously, because of the circumstances that I had to deal with as a person growing up. I actually come from El Salvador, third world country. We had to escape the war. We came here, just like many people from our country, like making a fresh start. And I guess as a teacher, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hopefully inspire the future generations. Because at the end of the day, you need to have those role models to actually achieve what you can or you are capable of.
I think use every single opportunity that I have, because I do have a lot of doors open thanks to multiple cultures in my life, thanks to my parents. Kind of always be determined and not give up straight away, which is something I know is easy to do if you're not getting there, but you're never going to get anywhere if you don't try and if you don't put in at least a little bit of effort, and it definitely does pay off.
I guess for me it's about just trying to remind yourself not to be a slave to the system and to work. So for me, my saving grace is cycling, and particularly getting out in nature on my bike. I'm from Melbourne, and I've got a local ride where I actually go into a national park where there's kangaroos and gum trees and fucking nature, man. Like, it's just, you know, you sit in your concrete box, your office or your house with your heater on, You can do that, and you can be a slave to working every day on your computer, or you can get up early and you can see the sunrise, and you can work hard, but live
That is
live
life.
a little,
That is
enjoy
life.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's not all about work.
How I try and think about it is I'm doing what I enjoy, what I find purpose in. I think the idea of being a slave to it comes from you're unwillingly coming to something and you're unwillingly doing something and you don't see how it contributes towards the bigger picture. I work in virtual CFO services, and we do work with not-for-profits, some type of construction businesses. So essentially I like to see that I'm helping other businesses grow, and I'm using my skills as a benefit for that. And I guess, it is probably a bit difficult to envision a scenario where 9 to 5 isn't boring slave, but I think it's all about the perspective that you bring to it, and whether what I'm actually bringing to the table, is it monotonous? If it is monotonous, I'd say you probably do hate your life, you hate waking up because you're doing the same thing every single day and you're not growing from it.
So what I would do is that I would be the underdog. I would let everyone else fight it out. Everyone else would try to be number one, and they all kind of fight it out, try to get the best house and everything. And then when everyone else is falling down and failing because they're trying too hard, I'd come first. I wouldn't mix with the wrong crowd. There's some people that are very competitive, very they want to be number one really badly, and then that kind of gives you, when you hang out with people like that, it gives you the wrong mindset. Don't mix with the wrong people. Make sure you stay calm and under control the whole time, and always have the right goal in mind. Don't go off track.
The more you have, the more you want. That's the kind of mindset at the moment. So we're still in that mindset. We still just can't get enough of everything, even though we can't take it with us. We still want to make a pile. I think we're more in touch with nature the more we'll actually kind of realise what we're losing. And that's where we have lost the ability to kind of see the bigger picture.
I think the rat race idea is kind of subjective, because some people genuinely enjoy the reliability of a 9 to 5, so I think it's dependent on each person.
What's your personal subjective opinion?
My subjective opinion is to do what you're passionate about, and if you're passionate about something that happens to fall into a 9 to 5 job, it's all right. It's not too big of a deal. If you're passionate about something else and it's not 9 to 5, you can pursue it. Just make sure you always have at least a little bit to fall back on.
I reckon to find meaning is to take on as much responsibility as possible. So whether that means in work or even outside of work, even outside of 9 to 5, so whether that be church or some sport community, just take on responsibility for other people, and that's where you find the most meaning.
How can people take that step forward to try and find that purpose?
I'd say start small. Don't think too big, because when you're just starting off, you're pretty useless. Kind of humble yourself in that way. Start small, take on a bit of responsibility, take on some responsibility for yourself, and then for somebody else, and then a family, and then for a bigger community, and just slowly get bigger and bigger.
When you've seen over the years, your students grow and achieve their goals, and you assist that, how does that make you feel?
Look, I feel humble. There'll be times where we'll be heading out and we bump into people, and we're talking 5 years, 8 years down the line, and then they tell me what they're doing, and then they're following their passion. You can't beat that. And today, I'm still very passionate about what I do, and hopefully I can inspire other people around our community to become teachers, because it is a very difficult job, yet very rewarding. No matter what you do in life, if you are not fulfilled with what you're doing, then you're wasting your life. And I think you need to follow that passion.
What brings you happiness?
I think being a good son, being a good boyfriend, being a good friend, I think that's it. Being happy with myself, being happy with my goals, I think that's it. I think if you make other people happy, you feel happier yourself. And I think if everyone was worried about everyone else being happy, everyone would be happy, bro. I think if you make other people feel good, you feel good.
Every time I get out there, I'm just like, what are we doing? We did a trip once up to Alice Springs. We drove from what was it? Alice Springs to Uluru.
Yeah.
And we camped the whole way.
Damn.
Just open air. It was incredible. So beautiful, right? Our country is amazing. And then you go back to your office and work, and you're just like, what the fuck are we doing? Why? Why are we boxing ourselves in with even sometimes no windows in an office and just like creating these ridiculous jobs when we could be out in nature? Like,
100%.
what? Like, it's a waste of life. Unnatural light, the unnatural, heating, cooling, being outdoors. Like, it's just so amazing and beautiful, and we're just wasting it. We're missing it. We are just wasting our lives away. Why?
What makes you content and happy?
The people that are around you, genuinely, you don't need nothing else in your life if you've got good support and love from the people around you. Being grateful and enjoying every aspect. If you're not happy, then something has to change.
Kenny TV here. If you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you like, subscribe, share, all the above. This is what the city brings you. Look, beautiful. Get this nowhere else, but Sydney City's where it's at. I want it that way.